Hi, I'm Kathy
And I'm Mike.
from Suitcase Packed Will Travel. Today we're going to do a hotel review of the Best Western Opera Drouot in Paris, where we stayed during a recent trip.
So the hotel is about a 15-minute walk from the Opera House and a 25-minute walk from the Louvre. There are several metro stations around the hotel, so that makes it very convenient to get around the city. So like many Americans, we flew in overnight to get there, so we got into Paris really early in the morning. We weren't really scheduled to check in until around 3 in the afternoon, but we got to the hotel around noon, and actually, wonderfully, the room was already ready. So we were able to drop our bags and head out for the day. When you first walk into the hotel, the lobby area, there's a small reservation or front desk with a small seating area for folks. You also have a slightly larger seating area where they serve a buffet breakfast in the morning. It includes a coffee machine, which has cappuccino, espresso, and hot chocolate available.
That was great, by the way, for us coffee fanatics. I can't go very long without a cup of coffee, so it was nice to have it available.
Yeah, we don't speak much French at all, like hello, no, thank you, goodbye. That's about it.
Pleasantries, really.
Yeah, the basics. But the hotel staff spoke English perfectly, and they were super friendly. They were helpful. They took care of everything for us, and it just made it easier, made the whole check-in process easy and quick.
So we got a family room, which sleeps 3, which was perfect. We had 3 in our party, Michael, myself, and our daughter. The room includes a double bed and 2 day beds. When you walk in the room to the left, you're going to see the closet area. It has plenty of hangers. There are no drawers, though, so it didn't bother us because we used packing cubes this trip. So we just slid the packing cubes on the bottom shelf. But you do want to sort of be aware of that or plan on living out of your suitcase. Either one, I suppose, would work. And then directly after that is the bathroom. On the left-hand side, it's bright and large. It's got a nice walk-in shower. It does have a step, though, so if anybody's got mobility issues, just take that into account. Water pressure was great. Love that piece. And then the water closet's on the other side of that hallway. And then as you go further into the room, obviously you have the sleeping areas. There's a desk area that you can use for work or eating. And they did have a coffee machine in the room with some starter coffees. So that was a nice treat. And I will say, though, that the best part of the room is the view. We had great weather, so we did not need to use the air conditioning, which this hotel has. But if you open up those doors, you have a beautiful view of Sacré-Cœur. And so we love that. It was all lit up at night, and we'd leave the doors open. It was very pretty.
So the rooms are clean and in good repair. Everything worked great.
Yeah, I thought they were really, really clean. And it doesn't look like they've been renewed very recently, but very well upkept. I was very pleased.
Oh, yeah. Room service isn't available, but there are plenty of restaurants and bars all around the hotel. The hotel does offer a breakfast buffet for €15 per person.
And it had everything you could possibly imagine. Obviously, all the croissants and pastries that Paris is known for, cold cuts,
cheeses,
and cheeses, eggs, sausage. So there was, if you decide to do the breakfast, there is plenty there. And it was good. We had it one morning, but there are a lot of kind of small patisseries or boulangeries in the area that you could go and have a cafe breakfast as well. So you got lots of options.
Like we said, there's a ton of restaurants and boulangeries around. We tried a couple of them. There's also a convenience store, catty corner, across the street from the hotel, like a little inner city market grocery store.
Yeah, we got water there so that we could take it with us during the day. It was great.
Yep. And there's right to the right, when I stepped out, there was this Japanese ramen noodle place. And there was actually another one literally right across the street from the hotel. Yes, there was one across the street, and there was literally one right next to us.
Now we went to the one.
Yeah, we went to the one right next to us.
Yeah,
so, it was good. And I brought. I mean, it was really good. It was fantastic. There were other things there. Like I said, all along that street where we were at was a ton of. There wasn't any pool, hot tub, gym area, or anything. But considering you're walking all day around Paris, you're getting plenty of exercise.
Definitely going to get your steps in.
Yeah, I think we average around between 15 and 20,000 steps a day. They do offer a laundry service from Tuesdays through Saturdays, where you can drop off your laundry in the morning and you pick it up before 8 p.m.
We did not use it, so we're not sure what it costs. But again, that's something you'd probably ask at the front desk when you check in.
There's no parking on site, and to be honest, we didn't rent a car. I would say don't rent a car anyway. You can get around if you're just going. You can get around Paris by their mass transit system and walking. It's so much better to see the city that way anyway than trying to drive around. But if you are thinking about it, I do recommend calling or emailing the hotel to see if they have any recommendations. The rates of the rooms are around 250 to 300 euros per night for a family of 3.
Great. Overall, I really liked this hotel. It was a great location. I could not have asked for a better location. Easy walking distance to everything. We walked up to Sacré-Cœur, and the metros were all really close. Love that. I love that it was clean and well maintained. The staff were fantastic. Overall, I was just super pleased about this hotel.
Yep.
If there was anything that I didn't like, I don't know. How about you?
No, actually, it was. I'm going to just say the food was great. But around the hotel,
fairness, he doesn't have a refined palate.
Whatever. I enjoyed it, and the thing is, I thought the hotel was actually pretty, I think, well located, because I think we were like I said earlier, we're 5 minutes from probably any metro stop. We did a lot of sightseeing in the city. We went to several locations. We walked to Sacré-Cœur, which was about a 15-minute walk.
I was longer than that.
No, I was longer than that.
All right, we're going to have to tell you in this video how long it was. I think he's wrong.
But first of all, for that morning, we stopped and had breakfast at a boulangerie. I'm just saying that our walking was maybe 15 minutes.
Again, I will check Google Maps and we will see who's right.
Okay. But no, for me, the overall impression of the hotel, it was actually perfect for exactly where it was at and what we were doing for the 3 of us. It was a perfect little fit for the week. Yeah,
I think this might not be a good hotel if you've got a large family. So I think the family room with the 3 is the largest that you can get. So you might have to go to 2 rooms if you had 4 people, and that wouldn't be super convenient. But that is pretty typical for European hotels. They have much smaller accommodation limits than we do here in the U.S. So if you've got a family of 3 or more, then I would say just double check that, because they're pretty strict about it too. So it's not likely you're going to be able to say, oh, there's 2 of us or 3 of us, and then sneak a 4th person in. They frown upon that. So anyway.
I would stay there again. I'm going to just say that.
Yeah, I would too. Absolutely.
I would. I mean, we are only 3 people in the family, so I would. I mean, it was great.
This is one of our first videos, so bear with us for any faux pas that we may we may have here. And we'd love your comments down below, what you'd like to see us do. This channel is really about following along with our travels, doing hotel reviews, talking about attractions and other things that might be helpful for families that are traveling both domestically and internationally. So we'd love it if you click like, subscribe, do all of those things to help the algorithm. And again, please let us know if there's anything that we can highlight for you that might be helpful. Thanks so much.
And so for Suitcase Packed Will Travel, this is Mike and Kathy saying see you later.
See you later.